And I'm live. Hello, yes, welcome to my little corner of the internet. It's finally finished Friday. Yes, I am very pleased that my work Friday is over, that my weekend Friday is starting. Welcome everybody. Hi, Drake. Pete the Hydrator. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the coffee. Has been yeah, the last cup was 2 o'clock, so oh, stupid autocorrect. Oh well, high bold is perfect, no problem. I mean, it's bold over here, so. And how is Pete? I hope. And Suit Seeker, hello, welcome. If you immediately your own hydrate. I hope everybody did have a good Friday. That everybody is going to have weekend very soon. Not that the whole part till your free weekend is at least enjoyable. And oh, a stretch. Thank you. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I needed that one. I've been uh, working a lot of different tasks at work. Was very, to be honest, very enjoyable. I didn't do just one, only do my usual bothering with the sausages. No coffee! But tastes good. So, well, what are the plans for this weekend? You got a negative test result back, so that's nice. Great, nice. So, does that mean you are coming Sunday to the gaming club? Or were you just because there's no Dungeons and Dragons? I remember something from the WhatsApp. Not that I need to, but I still got that stuff from you. I want to give it to you. Now I will Sunday at least. I will be also just in for. I have some administration to do in a little bit, and then I'm also off enjoying my free Sunday. And yeah, well, I hope I will be painting a lot tomorrow. As always on Friday, always, oh, tomorrow I'm going to paint a lot. At least tomorrow evening I am going to paint. And I am joined by Warlord Krutisk, also known as Willem. You're not still feeling not 100%, so you will stay in. Perfect. Good choice. Then take care, of course. Rest. And enjoy your. That's not. Enjoy your weekend as good as you can. The condition. My painting plan for tonight. Well, it was this little guy. Oh my! His again a little bit. The other way around. Come on. Yes, you can do it. Yay. Captain Blackbrush. I'm still painting him. Well, I think the skin is as good as done. The eye is very nice, if I have to say so. I found a new formula for doing teeth. So I will have to do, there's still a lot to do. His eyebrows, I have just decided to make him, to make them more reddish orange. Sorry. As yeah, I had thought about making them black, but then his head is already black, so they couldn't see them. And well, why not a pirate with red hair, so red eyebrows? I have to do his patch together with his head. I have to do his sword, his legs and arms. I still have to do. His chest still not finished, so there's still a lot of work to do on this little model. I think I will do the head and eye patch first, as those are a little tricky. I always think highlighting black is quite, especially big thing like this with not really much sharp edges. So I'm going to try something. If it is really good, visible. I had already seen that there are some nice highlight points. I made them already a little bit of purple, very thin. But I'm going for a more grayish tone for that. And while I am preparing that, ouch, I hit my leg today on work. Also always great. More of a green. Oh, great. And please tell me if what your plans are for this coming weekend besides staying in. Out painting, hobbying. Yeah, I believe, I hope. Now, no, that's one, that's good. If so, Gel Color is a great company, makes great colors, but a lot of colors look the same. Fortunately. Oh, I have to make the eye patch of a little bit black. Uh, yes, right on target. Because the eye patch is going to be black, I'm going to make it a little bit more black, looking like its head. Its head. While I am painting, can give me maybe some advice about what color I should do for the numbers. Even had thought about doing them purple or pink. I am honest, the dark blue and everything. Honest, just to do them white. A little bit boring. So we're going to cook some Japanese dumplings and ramen soup for a roommate. Nice. You are quite a cook, I must say. I thought that I had a lot of interest in cooking, as I am officially a cook. And I'm going to do the tooth in a gold color. Dumplings and ramen. Sounds really good. And I just happen to have a new gold color from Vallejo Model Air. Had a whole set come over, and I'm still, yeah, it's like I had a blue with it. Did order it myself, got the box open, and don't even know what colors I ordered. Long live my oh yeah, it's the air, very thin. Want a lot of contrast, you could make the numbers yellowish. That is indeed a very good choice, I guess. The head, yellow. Oh, that crossed my mind very briefly. A little bit more like a gold tooth now. Oh, yellowish. Quite dark inside. Yes, yellow. It's quite dark. But have lighter colors too. I think that will work. Want to start a little bit darker and paint over it with a lighter yellow. Very bright yellow, like canary yellow wood. Very nice. Good, let's that one. As I said, I want to make his eyebrows more orange, not really red. So I have lotus orange. Eyebrows. Painting the pot to keep it nice and shiny. Oh, I have new paints. I have to do it with new ones also. More work, more work. But eye patch should try. Going to start with the eye patch. The gray nose. First place black. Down. Try out a little bit. going to look. Bit. Already a little bit of a, but I'll try a little bit of wet blending. Quite etchy. Good. Got my white. As always, a little bit, well, not even really chaotic, I would say. But more chaotic than normal. I got home about an hour ago. A nice late Friday. I came home, I had something, nice shower, eat something. And oh yeah, I have to in half an hour. Quick shower. Luckily I had something in the fridge that I could put in the microwave. Was one of those kinds of Fridays. I survived. Like my colleagues, by the way, those that were present. Nothing to complain at my work again over my. No, we are not going to do that today. I think that wet blending so bad right now. That is dry. Afterwards, okay. Relaxing time, Baldy. Hold on. Good. Now I want to try the thing with his head. Head. A little bit of purple. Wait. All I have is coffee. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Sometimes it's good that we do not only have 15 minutes. for a break. I consume quite some more coffee throughout the week. But yesterday was yesterday that Michael told us that drinking too much coffee makes your hands shake. Disagree. That's maybe because more I'm addicted to coffee. Because when I stop drinking coffee, my hands start to shake. Headaches. Maybe coffee, caffeine addicted. Little bit, little bit. Never painted a pic like this. Strange curves in it. We'll have to paint it how some way. Think that I used before. Nicely. I could see it still get a little bit of light life. The tip. Work light. Should be dark. Should be darker. Yeah. I know about lighting black. Range that you have a lot of range, but a lot of contrast in it, like with in metallics. Lighter and lighter, but not too light. Have one spot that like a edge highlight light. Take white. Also front with eye patches. Triangular shaped. Yes. My trouble with wet blending, always make the area where I want to do wet blend big. But oh well. Don't know if you know, but I'm back to Kickstarters for wet pellets. One from Redbrass, still produce. It's coming, but I have to work on it. One is the exemplar. Oh, the Envy. Envy wet pellet, a smaller one with a lot of extras. That one is on its way to Europe. Hope able to file. Please try it out. And I'm going to use that one especially for when I'm going to paint at the gaming club or when I'm traveling. The red grass one is the, I ordered the big studio one. I can replace my homemade one for professional. If I have had, I have still uh, the former one they had, smaller one, was a little bit too small on my painting table here. Why I decided to upgrade to the bigger one, and yeah, well, with the Kickstarter, a little bit cheaper than to buy it in store. Get you can order some extra stuff. And of course, a lot of what I'm first thing that I'm going to do when I get it Well, I'm going to use the original paper with it, of course. Will be the first thing that I will not throw away, but not order again. So that normal baking paper is, as far as I have noticed, almost the same. There's almost no difference. A little bit of problem right now. I'm looking right into the light. The paint is still wet. It's shiny. Much more. Up. Painting times less is more. Little is good, but too much is. Good. Hmm. Now, well, I'm working on the face and orange out. Eyebrow. Several coats. We'll get some nice bit white. Quite thin paint. Orange are really great colors together. Paint. But it looks, makes it at least pop. Just break the whole dark. Back, orange and blue are not even so bad. Hydrate, guys. That's the first mug. Second mug is ready. Brush. See if I get that. Get that. Reason that I also want to use a darker, almost yellowish brown color. Numbers to start with. The easier color. I want to make it lighter. The color to paint over. Dark blue. This color will put that nice one. This kind of big of mini. Paint the darkest part first, or the deeper parts first, and paint. Yeah. Why do I listen to my own advice? No. People's advice. Always. Go back in with the blue. Nice look. I remember ES. By the way, orange. Try if I get some red and white stripes on pants. Right, and also pointed brush in it tonight. Could say, why do I always mix way too much paint or too little? Yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah, well, with mixing, okay, yeah. I can assure you, you're not the only one. I would say it's better to, as a real Dutch cheap guy, better to mix too little than too much. But I understand your problem. It is mixed. Want to mix the exact color again? Always a little bit different. But that's also one of the things you and I have to learn. Yes. I have tons and tons of models. I'll take my little beholder. A little bit off screen. Oh, why not on screen? There he is, my little guy. I want to try out if this is also a good undercoat for orange. Go on for the not having enough mixed. My gray is already, that I used here, is already completely gone. Also will have to mix again. So what are you painting right now? Still working on your lily bust. Giving Lily another go. Yeah. Okay. Well, you did her gloves last time. I liked how they looked. It's quite a nice bust with a lot of different um, I didn't show you the gloves because they sucked. Okay, that was it. Okay, there are a lot of different textures on the model. She has gloves that could be leather. She has some kind of shirt that could be. She has a shawl. Has a big metal wrench in her hand. Yeah, pleased with the shawl. Yeah. As long as you are pleased with it. Ooh, painting lens. Oh yeah, she has those goggles on. Yeah. Yeah, I always have something. I have also an old dude with glasses. That will also be quite a challenge. I always have something. Yeah, but it's something you can see through, but in the right position. Also something you cannot see through, and you have only a reflection. But how do I paint that reflection? Yeah, that's quite a thing. I try. Oh, it's real Dutch winter weather outside. At least drying very nicely. Yellow. My colors for bone color. Um, found out Gobi brown, Ara yellow that I'm already using. That mixed in with a little bit of off-white. Really nice colors for skulls and bones. Just to remember. And we have a nice skull and bones head. It depends on the reflectiveness of the material, whether it reflects immediately or light passes through. Thus, the lightest point is where it exits the material. Yeah, I can. It makes complete sense, but from a painting point of view, yeah, that's a little bit too much for me. I'll crown that with some coffee. And Wallet Krutisk, hello! Painting lenses is really a hard thing to do properly. See the struggle, yes. And good evening to you too. Welcome. I truly hope you have already weekend, when I am informed correctly. At least you told me you had Friday afternoons off. Yes. That's good. Nice. You even had a whole day off. That's even better. Oh, that's right. You had, and Monday also. Yeah, you did say you had a long weekend. Although when you are talking about a long weekend, most of the time we are talking just about 2 days. Like a 1 day weekend is a normal weekend for us. Not completely true. Yeah, I had the nice surprise. I got my work hours, my start hour for Monday, so I don't have holiday next week. Nice that you know that. On the Friday before that, I will have to decide if I am still going to take a holiday in 2 weeks or just leave it all together. Not really know why I could not go on a holiday this week. Hope I will see the reason on Monday. As far as I can see, there is nobody on holiday or whatever. They only told me I could not go on. Well, no, it was not that I could not would go on holiday. Did ask me how important that week holiday was. Well, as long as I can take it, it's not necessarily for next week. Anywho, at least it's good to hear you have weekend and a long, long, nice weekend. Just remember that you have some painting to do tomorrow, maybe even some live chatting. You'll have to install my third camera so you will can show off your paint skills. Is there now you did have some people over at your garage for the French walk? For people who do not know film what waterproof is, do not understand why that is so difficult for me. Warlord crew disc. Anyway, there's some kind of private gaming club at his garage every Friday, at least if there is enough people willing to come. Four guys playing Lord of the Rings. Oh, well, that's nice. Um, and you should tell them to go watch Michael Mordor in and No Room for You. Ah, well, you can watch me, or in about a little bit than 10 minutes, Michael Mordor is going to paint also paint some Lord of the Rings miniatures on history. You have a little bit of choice. Going to paint some ring rates. Thank you for the advice on the yellow. More coats. That's already looking quite nice. Have to the edges later on again. Nice. That is us numbers right over here. What's been painted? Head. dark eye sockets going all directions. I am for the tomorrow, because it still is monsters or busts. We'll be painting monsters. We'll leave the beholder a little bit for what it is for tomorrow. Some smaller monsters, and then just I can do a little bit of, well, still do not want to call it speed painting. I just grab some of those monsters and see how many I can paint in 2 hours. Little bit different than what I have done the last couple of weeks. I only hope that we can sit here a little bit comfortably with the two of us at the same table. Anyway, really tiny head was in view again. And I know, right? That's why it was a little bit in higher position than normal. Let's see. What about it's nice, one of his legs is also what number it is. Probably the 9, because there is a dot. Not see the number anymore. Flag is in the way. What do flag? Oh yeah, great. What? Oh, who knows? And a stretch. Yeah. One moment. Very delicate area. A stretch. Hmm. Yeah. Ooh. My upper arms and shoulders are a little bit achy. As I said before, I did some work this week that I normally not do. I had to, yeah, biggest way to explain it. The big chunks of frozen meat, about this big and round, but the both ends are not nicely straight cut off. I had to cut them off manually with a big cheese knife. And I didn't count how much I did, but well, I can. 240, 80. I did about 500 of them in 2 days. Frozen and all. It's a good, yeah, it's a good workout, I would say. I won't have to go to the gym this weekend. Yeah. Oh, get the bones a little bit. Oh. Double, pull in there. A little extra paint. trying. But I have my brushes today, but a little bit difficulty being at point. To the point. Don't know if so. I don't know if you all already heard on the Goblin Discord quite a conversation. WizKids, the company that makes original D&D monsters and everything, have released a Tiamat mini. Tiamat is the I believe seven-headed or five-headed dragon, evil dragon. Mini, I believe, costs about £400, little less. Unpainted, by the way. I am quite fond of dragons, and I indeed do want sometime have a figure like Yamat, dragon with several heads. For that price, I think I better that I buy the Reaper one. Well, it's not called a Tiamat, but and still about €200, I believe. Yeah, they believe people are willing to pay for it. Yeah, and I think that there are people who are going to pay that, but sorry, it's just as I say, know what the Reaper version called, but that's less than half of that price. 3D printing becomes more and more interesting comparison. When you hear that kind of prices, certainly. You have a lot more work with it, depending on how big your printer is. But yeah. And oh, now you remember me. You remind me. I have fact a Kickstarter. Thank you, Warlord Kutisk. So it was my own weird thing, but then only $24 gets leave now about 10 STLs for dragons. I didn't even keep up with it. But on the, if I ever want to make a Tiamat mini myself, then that would be a great start, I guess. Print a big badass body with nice big wings. Put 5 heads on them. On it. I can tell you that that thing would not cost me $400, £400. But on the other hand, you do have, of course, an original D&D Tiamat model. Also have a did Loot Studio also have a big dragon in the December edition? They had 2. I have they had 2 dragons, and I have printed their heads so I can paint them up as busts, because yes, they are big, and with 3D printers you can also enlarge them, so you can in fact make them as big as you want. But this one was made in such a way that if you you could print them separately. Yeah, you can print them separately, but you can use them separately. They have their own base, but they also have one base where you can put them together on, and then you have them literally fighting together. And the owner of Loot Studios, of course, printed one, or printed them both. I don't know if it was the original scale. I don't. Okay. Yeah, that was the original size. He really had such a piece in his hand. It's like this. Nice paint job, I would say. Enjoy. But for me, the problem is that if I would like to print that one, it is possible, I guess, even with my little printer. But because they had the whole dragons cut into several pieces, also with the wings. And I have already noticed when you are 3D printing, just like with certain plastic miniatures, if you have a lot of components and everything, they are not always fitting 100%. There's always a little bit chance of a little bit of warping. So no, the dragons looked really great, but I have decided, as I said, I have printed both of the heads. I already started to paint them, so there will be a Friday that I probably will use to paint them. But I am really just going to use them as a bust. Also experimenting a little bit in between, see if also, no, I was already afraid of that. can use yellow brown for the base as a yellow, but for orange it does work, but then you have still to put a lot of orange on it, so it gets a little bit more pink. We'll just use white, touch up his eyebrows. Yeah, well, I mean, I have a big box over here with a lot of other dragons that I can paint. Although I have finished one, already painting more. That's why not one at a time. Oh yeah, well, had some wild ideas as always. Wild ideas I have to do immediately. A purple and a green dragon. And I don't know if I gave him the idea, but yesterday on his stream, Michael did paint also a purple dragon. Other dragon than I had chosen, but... And of course he painted it in just an hour. My purple dragon, I'm going to take quite a little bit more time. Make it, of course, a bigger project than just a quick paint. Oh, and by the way, I don't know. It's starting to become quite which we almost would say it's a kind of stop word. But I did, and I forgot to tell you about it, Willem, and also the other guys in group. Sorry, but I did order few things from Scenery Workshop yesterday. I already got it in my house now. And I was a little bit surprised when I yesterday visited the site, because they have started selling Games Workshop paints. Not that they have quite a collection from them. I have only seen one color, one little thing they have, but they have they already, when you look up the paints, they have already a section Games Workshop. And they have right now I was looking for their contrast paints. They have only one pot. I can show you, wait a moment. And everybody else can see in the workshop. I have to see, where do I have my internet? There it is. Category, And there we have Citadel paint, or Citadel verf in this case. I have not even looked at the other ones. Oh my god! Look, look, look! Yes, I stopped with Games Workshop, have asked them for years, why don't you buy Citadel paints or sell Citadel paints? Yeah, well, it's not really our stuff. Do they have dry brush? Yes, they have. Okay, I'm already sold. Because that's also, besides technical paints, that dry brush paints are really great. One thing I did see was the contrast paint. Okay. This wasn't yesterday on the site. All my internet was really fucked up. Oh no. If this was yesterday on the site I had, yes, I am sold. Yeah, I was already sold on the technical paints and the dry brush, but yep. Luckily I have already spent my my monthly paint money, so they will have to wait at least a whole month. But it's good to know that they no, it's not good to know. So I'm going to buy okay, that's number one. Go with the model. Come on. Yeah, to be honest, I am glad. Now I have all my paints and everything in one address, and they do also have a one-day delivery service. If the postman is working that quick. So now I am, to be honest, yeah, I'm happy with that. Why didn't they do it a few years earlier? Something white that should white, navy blue. Especially for the technical paints. And for some dry brush paints. Yep. Thank you, Scenery Workshop. Not me. I'm slowly changing to other brands of paints. Yeah, well, me too. But it's only especially the washes. I have not found any other brand of wash that is as good, as translucent as the Games Workshop washes. I don't know what they do with them, but Vallejo, Reaper, Scale Color, they all have great washes. Okay, yeah, sorry, I was a little bit too fast. Yeah, the washes, the Null Oil, Agrax Earthshade. Well, and I have to say, little favorite of mine, other favorites is Nurgle's Rod and Blood for the Blood God. Also technical, oh sorry, and don't forget Typhus Corrosion. That's until now I have three browns that have in their names that they are meant for rust. One is Vallejo. This Game Effects Dry Rust. I thought I had a brown. I'm not. Yeah, Oxide Brown from Reaper. Yeah, great colors. Yeah, Nurgle's Rod also. And for those who do not know, but you know, who, Kutix and I know, Nurgle's Rod, use it after you have varnished your models, especially if you're using satin varnish or even matte varnish, because Nurgle's Rod is shiny and should be shiny. But you have to go over it again with gloss varnish, a little bit of. But back to the technical paints. Typhus Corrosion. The thing I love about it, it has some kind of very fine sand in it. So it gives already the texture of rust, because when metal is rusted, it's never smooth. So that's also one of the things I like. Go back. Good. That is Scenery Workshop. Cleaned up. It's the whole thing with the Games Workshop, especially if you see those prices. Yeah, well, but still, they do make great paints. I will never say the paints are not good. Also, the system they have is, since they brought the older Warhammer painters, since they have those new range of colors, it's indeed for especially for starters a little bit easier to paint, as it is almost paint by number. If you use this color as a base, this color for the layer, this as a shade, and that for a highlight, you're done. Which is of course great, especially if you're just interested in one army, because you do not need the whole paint range. Ever want to go further or try out other armies to paint? Right, there are more than 144 colors that they have now. Yes, I did know before they brought out this this new range. They put the old the at that time the current paints at a complete set with 240 euros for about 70, almost 80 pots of paints. But it was a real deal. Only the box they came in, there was special cardboard box that you could use as a with drawers in them. Very nice, but yeah, well, cardboard and using it a lot. Those were quite some paints. I bought them, I got them. Later they introduced a complete new paint range. Damn it. Twice as much paints. Also sold in a very nice set, but okay, I already had the old set. And of course they changed a lot of names. They also had some paints that they did not make anymore, were not going to make anymore. Was a little bit bummed out about that. Just a little bit. But hey. Also when they started with those with the technical paints. Well, they did have the washes. I had started with some other special paints. That time they started also with calling them technical paints. Good. So just mean that next time when I order it in the workshop, I have certainly to remember get in touch with the Fringe War group. In case someone or Games Workshop paints. Because there's a little hole in there, probably an air bubble in the resin for this model. I remember that I always 20 years ago, and yes, it was with the Games Workshop paints. My first pot of paint, white, that dried out, almost dried out. I kept it quite thick, as I had never heard of putty. I always would use that one to close little gaps and everything, just like liquid green stuff that Games Workshop had, or any other liquid or liquidy putty. So, even very thick paint can be quite useful. Little bold tip. Already starting to look quite bony. No. No. Oh wait, that was... did I really see that? Yes, I did. Yeah, it still works. Yay. Sorry, new toy. We're AFK for 10 minutes, but you're back. Good, welcome. Didn't miss much. Baldy's advice series. Well, the last 10 minutes it was more me going on over the Games Workshop and the the moment they changed to the current. I'm not even going to. It was not even important. I was just ranting on Games Workshop without telling, not saying that they are bad, but. And I gave a little a little Baldy tip. As Soetseek says, Baldy's advice series. If I ever start a Patreon, it would be, I guess, quite a nice name for indeed my paint tips. Problem with, I have considered using Patreon just to get a little bit more income, just a little nice something on the side. Heck, not really difficult, but with Patreon you have to you also have to make sure, especially when you do something for the monthly, can manage to accomplish that. Not the in the I'm not able, let's say, paint every month 10 minis for somebody else. And yes, there was a tip 1: don't drink the paint water. I won't say it is a healthy thing, but my paint water does not always taste very bad. And remember, some this even tastes slightly like coffee. That was probably because I used the wrong paint water, wrong paint cup. That one you did probably miss. My little advice was keep, if you have a little pot of, especially when it is white paint and it's too thick or almost dried out, I always kept one just thick enough to use as putty. So more like liquid green stuff, only then white. Because, and I came on that idea, talking about it, the skull, there's a little hole in there. I'm just plugging the hole with lots of paint. Can I get some advice? I painted over too much of my shadow color.
Hydrate, but all I have is coffee.
Shadow color. I have to. Yes, sometimes I have a little bit difficulty with understanding exactly. Painted over much of my shadow color. So you had a shadow color and you painted too much highlight color over it. Or a lighter color. Yeah, so difficult to read very well. And hydrate. Yes, thank you. Yeah, of course. So only mid and highlights are sometimes visible. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, wait a moment. Oh, I'll get the bust so I can get a little bit of an idea. So the rest just know what we are talking about. Oh, sorry, Doctor Who. We are talking about the hair. You made it blue, and in fact, it is too light. I in fact understand that a little bit, and it should be a little bit more darker in the deeper spaces. So yeah, for everybody else, this is Lily. I still have to paint her. I sent you a picture, but yes, indeed. Is it on Discord? You mean? Oh my God. Is Discord over there? WhatsApp. Oh, yeah. That's then I will have to do it after the stream because I'm using my phone for the chat. But that's no problem. Then we will. I will do it. Oh, in 15 minutes. I will look at it, see if I can get my expert eyes on it. I just saw I still have to look at. love that song so much. Thank you.
Moist.
Yeah. It's good that I'm not a professional then. I see you are quite... Okay. That takes quite long. No hydrate, lol. Okay, I'll hydrate. You stole it. Ah, okay. But I do now notice that for the moist sound alert, I will have to make it a little bit louder because I did not hear that one. I have sound alerts always. Oh, wait.
Moist.
That's my own version.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good combination. Yeah, I made my own sound alerts and yes, I fucked up. Not that bad. I hope. Numbers are coming along nicely, I would say. Quite some pairing blue. Points of yellow, I see. The highlight on the head is at least noticeable. I'm really all over this whole mini today. For stream, I even had something like, oh, probably even going to be finished this stream. Was almost done. Now I have to do that and eyebrows and arms. Chest has still to be done. Okay. Go on, I can use a little wash on the chest also. At least I am really glad that I chose orange for his eyebrows. Going to try. As I said, I'm all over the whole mini. That's some heraldic red, dark red. Where the pink? Yeah. Pink. I'm sorry, I don't think I will. There will be no pink in. No, also not on the base because the base will get off. A mini without pink. Pete, oh my god. Could give him a pink eye, but there is a little bit pink in his eye. Very, very slightly. It's not complete white, so I did use a little bit of pink. About this much. Cannot say I did not use pink. Oh, I show you. Oh, these are all purple, purple, purple. Oh yeah, I tested pink lipstick last Friday, and not on this mini. For this one, maybe. Oh, a beholder with pink lipstick. As long as it is my mini. No, this one will not get any pink lipstick. I'm sorry. I am, by the way, stop using it. Please. For my pink, purple dragon, I am using a lot of pink. Is but bit of and bones. Not too bad. Damn, Pete, you really got me thinking about where shall I put some pink? No, I'm not going to think. Oh, well, it's in his eye. line is never a problem. Is to make them all just wide and even. And then I would have to give him a tongue because he does not have a tongue. He has just a big hole behind his teeth. Sadly enough, that is indeed one of the things that I saw the model that I really said from, they could have at least given him what? I am going to give him a tongue. Why not? Well, my idea completely, nothing some green stuff can't fix. And well, hey, my sculpting skills. Yes. That's indeed quite a good idea. I'm going to do it. Yes, I am sure he's going to get a tongue because, come on, yeah, as I said, I saw the figure and I had a big gaping mouth with nothing in it but big teeth, but no tongue. I'm going to give him a tongue. Yes, I am. And well, I mean, pink and pink, they are also, it doesn't need to be a very, so those are all purples, but yeah, no, we are going to make it a nice dark reddish pink. Okay. Freehand drawing straight lines. Not really my thing, as you can see, but so the tongue is going to happen, and yes, Pete, I am going to make it at least a little bit pinkish. Still have to do a little bit work on my freehand striping, but I do like the stripes in his pants. Thank you! And yeah, I see a flashing light means my 2 hours are up. So that was it for this finally finished Friday. Tomorrow at 9:30 I'm back with a guest in my at my side. So Willem Waller-Kroetisk, you're welcome, you know. We'll see whatever happens. I wish you all a great Friday evening, afternoon, wherever you are, what time it is. Have a great weekend and all stay safe. Thank you for being here. Yes, that's you. So see you tomorrow, and I hope to see you rest also tomorrow or some other time. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye.